Look at this woman. Look at how happy she is. Sleeping right there on that wooden mat thing. Happy person. Happy person. Just look at them all. Even this guy. Look at him. He's sleeping on the floor. He's so happy. Look at that happy face. Now look at this person. That person is not happy. Look at how unhappy she is. Oh wait, she's not actually that unhappy. Ignore that person. Oh yeah, he looks unhappy to me too. What have I done with my life? Why am I sleeping like this? I'll tell you why. It's because you're sleeping on a mattress. Okay, I'm just going to come right out and say that the point of this video is that I have a bone to pick with mattresses. I think they are a scam. I think mattresses are full of crap. Normally in my videos I do my best to make an unbiased case for one topic and like examine both sides, but I'm not doing that this time. This time I am confirming my biases by saying that mattresses are a huge scam and the whole world has been conditioned to believe that they need to sleep on something soft when in reality hard things are better. Sleeping on the floor is better. So we're going to look into it today. I should probably preface this by saying that I have zero evidence to back up this claim that I think people should sleep on the floor, but that is what the goal of this video is going to be today, to get some evidence, to prove that I am right in my belief that the world has been duped by big mattress. Okay, so let's start out with, I don't really even know where to start with this. I'm not used to intentionally trying to confirm my biases. Let's think about it evolutionarily. So the humans did not grow up, did not evolve sleeping on mattresses, right? Where did they sleep initially? Let's look at like Neanderthals. But we can't take too directive an approach because then they're going to get us, because then they're just going to tell us what we want to hear. And I don't want to be told what I want to hear. I want to be told the facts indirectly. Did Neanderthals use pillows? Ancient pages. Wow, this is a clickbaity site. Why did ancient Egyptians use pillows made of stone? I was kind of hoping there would indirectly be something related to mattresses. Ancient Egyptian pillows were made of stone, wood, alabaster, or glass. Where did they get the glass? Can ancient Egyptians make glass? Egyptians believed the head was an important spiritual, vital center for the body. It was sacred and considered to be the essence of life. Okay, this is too indirect of attack. Let me change course a little bit. Let's start by thinking about anybody around the world that uses this. Let's look at people around the world that sleep on the floor already. I'm pretty sure, let's see, which ones do? Countries around the world that sleep on mats. It looks like Japan for sure. Pretty sure Japan is the famous one. Japanese sleep system. Even more direct approach. Why sleeping on the floor is better for you. Medical news today. Is sleeping on the floor actually good for you? There's little scientific evidence to suggest that sleeping on the floor is beneficial, which means that there is some. Lots of people say that sleeping on the floor can help with back pain. Plenty of research to suggest that using a medium for a mattress promotes sleep comfort, boosts sleep quality, and improves spinal alignment. Although sleeping on the floor has not undergone the same level of research. And scrutiny. It does make me curious now though, how did we sleep when we were evolving to be walking around humans, Neanderthals and Homo erectus and all that? Where were they sleeping? In the trees? Probably not. On the ground? Probably. Disadvantages of sleeping on the floor. Some people say that it can worsen back pain or even cause it. Specific pressure points can get painful. You'd have to vacuum or clean the floor more frequently to avoid irritation, things that were getting in your eyes and nose. Oh, helpful tips on the best way to sleep on the floor. Thanks, medical news today. Let's try Google Scholar. Sleeping on the floor. Physiological effects of sleeping on hard or soft beds. Oh, what? When was this published? 1957. Yikes. The study has been conducted to determine whether there is any appreciable variation in certain physiological reactions recorded during sleep, which can be related to the properties of surface on which the sleeping subject is supported. They recorded a lot of stuff, body movement, heart rate, skin temperature, to supply more information concerning the course of a sleep during the night. Interesting. But this is just like a little blurb. I think I'm going to have to pay to get the full text. Screw you, ProQuest. Sleeping in safe places. An experimental investigation of human sleeping places. Preferences. Addressing the issue from evolutionary psychology. So they're kind of assuming that humans will sleep in places that feel like they're protected against potential aggressors or nighttime predation. They predict that people prefer sleeping places that allow them to view the entrances to the sleeping room, doors and windows, from a distance while remaining concealed from the entrance themselves. They asked 138 participants to arrange a bed and other pieces of furniture on the floor plans that were experimentally manipulated with respect to the direction which the door opened and the presence of a window. So it looks like they think that they were right. Participants predominantly positioned the bed in a way that allowed them to see the door, and was as distant as possible from the door, and was on the side of the room towards which the door opened. The presence of the window also influenced their decision. Interesting. Let me see if there's any figures. Figures and tables. Here they've got a room with a door that opens this way. The bed positioned away from the door. I don't see a window though. This is just saying this floor plan has no window, but did the freaking participant put the bed in the middle of the room? Who puts their bed in the middle of the room like that? Like a psycho. All these articles aren't really on things that I need them to be on. Effect of mattress and pillow design on promoting sleep quality. Oh, this is just a combination of studies where I guess it's a meta-analysis. So what they did was they systematically reviewed all of the available material. They want to know the effects of different types of mattresses and pillows on reducing back pain, promoting sleep quality. So what they did, they reviewed a whole bunch, 6 pillow articles and 24 mattress articles. Looks like their conclusion is that pillows that cool can enhance sleep. Pillows should also have multiple dimensions. I'm assuming that means how thick they are, not just a two-dimensional pillow. Lack of sufficient evidence relating pillows and cervical spine stability. According to all your 24 mattress articles, it's concluded that medium-firm mattresses provide the best outcome for increased sleep quality and reducing pain. Holy crap, this is a long article. I'm not reading all of this. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this supports my hypothesis a little bit that medium-firm is better / firm. I don't even know if that's what I originally started with, but that's what I'm going with. Hard mattresses are better, but which kind of begs the question, if a hard mattress is better, why do you need that whole why do you need the whole thing? Why do you need a mattress that's 2 feet thick if you just need it to be hard? Like, why not just get a soft carpet, sleep on the floor? Let's go for the most direct approach. Mattresses are a scam, am I right? Boultaire.com? Okay, so this is just this guy's experience buying a mattress where he was looking at mattresses and they were costing $3,000. Although this was posted, let's say in 2008. A while ago. See, look at this freaking thing. I mean, I know that the bottom half is just like a box spring or whatever, but the top half, that thing is freaking thick. Why do you need it to be so thick if it just needs to be medium firm? Salesman was like super pushy with them. They were indecisive. So here are some things that the mattress industry does to you. They mark the prices way up. They give the mattresses different names in different stores, or set up exclusivity agreements by mattress line to make it impossible to comparison shop. Oh, good point. They'll make it really hard to get actual facts about the mattress. Coil count, materials, overall construction. They don't really tell you what's what for the different mattresses. There's no objective measure of quality. Consumer reports won't rate them because they can't get the data, and there's no testing that actually says if like all these fancy materials are better or not. Because people's sleep is subjective, sort of. It's hard to quantify how well someone slept. And everybody's different, right? There's very little online reviews because the model names are so fractured. Yeah, agreed. Okay, so my wife and I recently had a baby, and before we had a baby, we had to go mattress shopping because my wife was saying that you have to get a super hard mattress if you're going to co-sleep with the baby on the mattress, because otherwise the baby can like roll over and like get pushed into the depression and like roll up against you and suffocate. So we had to get a really hard mattress. And I was like, why do we need a really hard mattress? Why not just sleep on the floor? Isn't that the best option? She said, no, she's not sleeping on the floor. So I did some digging on my own because I didn't want to spend $3,000 on a mattress. That's ridiculous. So what I did, this was a while ago, but I'll see if I can bring you guys on my mattress shopping journey. Let's do it on YouTube though. DIY mattress. And I'm pretty sure this was the one I watched. And this guy had a friggin' dope video about how to make your own mattress. I think he's kind of having the same problem I am. Look at how expensive those mattresses are. Anyway, so he did a lot of actual measuring stuff, which I'm very impressed. He considered other options like these futon things. I can't remember exactly why he said he didn't want to use one of those. But then, so he got foam, like individual little pieces of foam. He bought them, and each one is like a different level of hardness, and then started stacking them up together. So the top one is less firm, the bottom one is more firm. He also got this big piece of chip foam, which I didn't even know was an option, and that's like, it's super solid. So you take the chip foam to give it some height, and then you put the softer foam on top. And then he also used this metal plate to like determine how far the depth of like squishiness would be and the level, and then measured it with a ruler or a tape measure. So he's got more weight on the spots and then measuring the depth of how far down it goes, which is really smart. Honestly, he's doing a lot of like empirical measuring, which is great. Anyways, after watching this whole thing, I was like, that is awesome. I am not that invested. I'm not going to put that much work in, especially if I could just take this top one and just sleep on that. Why would I want the whole thing when I could just have like something that's soft? He did a really good job. He put like sheets on it. He made sewed the whole thing. Anyway, so I was like, where do I even get this foam? Give me the foam. Let's look for the chip foam. And that brought me to the Foam Factory. This one, Foam Factory, Inc. So I looked around, foam mattresses, and I'm pretty sure this is the one we went. And I was like, starting at $9.99, that sounds promising. What's going on here? And then you select your mattress size. I think we got a king and I think ours was 4 inches thick. $146, people. Anyway, so we have been sleeping on this mattress for a couple months now, and it is the best. It's so freaking hard, but it's the best of both worlds. But it was only $150 versus, let me just look at, also it's really hard to find extremely firm mattresses. Plank firm. They have to be like extremely, oh, this one's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's only $500. But they have to be like certified and vetted, and you can't really tell exactly how firm they are because everybody's method of like testing how firm things are is subjective. Nobody has the same level of firmness that they want, and some people are like, I love it when it's super firm, and other people are like, I hate it when it's super firm. So they've got like, I don't even know what this thing is on there on the bottom. They've got the layers. So this is, I guess, what is making up a normal mattress. One of the reasons it's so expensive, I mean, it can't be that expensive if the foam itself is only costing you like $100. Anyways, if you're looking for a new mattress, I highly recommend the Foam Factory. They're great. Let's get back on topic though. Is it healthy to sleep like the Japanese? Healthline. I threw out my bed, now I get the best sleep of my life. So there's a Japanese futon type mattress designed for the floor called a Shikibuton. Not for everyone. This person was trying to find a bed, needed to find one that was cheaper. So these things are designed to rest on the floor. They're between 3 and 4.5 inches thick. I kind of want to see one in action though. What is this? Shikibuton. Okay, it looks like a big pillow. I don't know that I would love that. I feel like that this person's laying down on something. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that I would love that. So this person thinks that they're portable, they're made of natural materials. I don't know about that. I'm sure plenty of them are made with synthetic materials. So this person feels like the sleep hygiene, because I guess you roll it up at the end of the night. So I guess they're designed to be rolled up every day. So if you go to sleep, you unroll them. So this person feels like that kind of ritual of getting the floor ready and unrolling it is helpful for sleep hygiene. Promotes deep sleep, providing excellent blood circulation. Chiropractor. Some people found that they help with low back pain. It's cooler because they don't retain as much heat as Western mattresses. I feel like that's not, I don't know about that. I feel like being closer to the floor would probably help with being cooler because you're not so high up in the room. There's no squeaking if you need to get it on. What are the downsides? They can be pretty firm. If you sleep on your side, it can be a lot of pressure on your hips and your shoulders, which all the times I've slept on the floor, this has also been an experience for me. It's very low to the ground, so you have to like sit down to get in bed, and you can't just like slide your feet over the edge and stand up. There's an adjustment period. They can weigh, they can be heavy. The cost, they can run between $300 and $500. What are you talking about? How is that a downside to these things? Regular mattresses are so freaking expensive. Apparently you have to roll them up. You have to get it off the floor so it doesn't get moldy, because if you are a sweaty sleeper, they'll get wet. So I've definitely seen people, let's go back to the beginning, that image that I searched up. When I first started thinking about this, I was thinking about these things, like sleeping on, maybe not that seems extreme, but sleeping on like one of these things. I've definitely seen people sleep on these before. Where is this person? Where are these people? Vietnamese bamboo sleeping mat. Why sleeping on a Vietnamese bamboo sleeping mat is better. Bamboo sahihae? The benefits of sleeping on a bamboo mattress for back pain.